This is Off the Break Podcast, presented by Silver Screen Insider.
Welcome to the Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies. I'm Ken, and with me as always are Cody and Kyle.
Hello.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi. Hi.
Just was looking at our sheet, and I can't wait to talk Spider-Man with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't wait either.
I have not seen it. You have seen it.
Uh-huh.
There are lots of spoilers. We'll let them go as
Well,
we
at an
develop.
average $10 ticket price, 5 million people have seen it, Cody.
So I guess
Last night.
What?
Last night.
Yeah. And all of the spoilers are already online, so there's no point in trying to hide it. So yes, there will be spoilers probably in
Ken
this
might
review.
need to cover his baby ears because it'll ruin it for him.
Will it now? I did not realize he was such an avid fan of Spider-Man.
I don't know if I'm excited or not about it. I think I want to see it. I don't know.
He goes, I haven't seen the first two, but I might want to see this one.
Yeah, I might. You don't know.
I think that's for common audiences too.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that there's
Yep.
people out there who are like
Judging by the Thursday night early shows, a lot of people
Yeah.
agree with me.
Exactly.
Just building up my punishment, are you?
Oh, we'll talk about
Yeah, we definitely have to.
We're never going to have another $100 million release again.
But
and we had one within 4 weeks.
Clearly, you missed us last week when we were like, "Hey, now it is looking like that's obvious. $100 million
Yeah,
opening.
you weren't here
plausible.
when I said, okay, that might have been a really hot take.
A ve-
You weren't here,
yeah,
Ken.
it was a really hot take, like a plane coming in for landing without its gear down.
Right
Coming in
into
for a
about
hot landing. Right into a volcano.
But yeah, we'll get into that. But first, there was quite a few changes that happened recently within our release schedule.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
Universal, what were you doing?
Let's just run through these.
It's just Sony and Universal rearranging their schedule. But yeah, we'll go quick. Oh, Marry Me is now day and date on Peacock on February 11th. Really?
Yep,
The
really
only
announced
kind
yesterday.
of not to be honest, that one I was not super excited about. I know you guys said, "Oh, the trailer was so cute," but I just thought that makes Jennifer Lopez look sad. So picking a guy out of an audience. Sure, I'll marry you. We got to make this work.
Yeah, but I don't know. It could be a cute movie anyway.
Yeah. Ambulance moved from February 18th to April 8th. So it moved back out of February. Bullet Train moved from that April 8th date back to July 15th, which is, I think, a little bit better time for it.
Yeah, possibly.
Where the Crawdads Sing moved from June 24th to July 22nd. What that is, I'm pretty sure like 1 week. There's a 1 week difference between that and another one of Sony's titles.
Oh, really? Because
Have
Bullet
to-
Train is also a Sony title too.
Yeah,
so
that's what it is.
Oh.
It's 1 week back. I forgot. Sorry.
It's on the tip of my
It's on
tongue.
the
I
tip of
just
my
said
tongue.
it 2 minutes ago.
That's 1 week back to back. Like, I think that Crawdad is going to move again.
Yeah, it could.
That's very poor planning. I don't know. Unless they're going extremely limited on Crawdad, putting them 1 week behind each other, you couldn't even dedicate a screen to them. It's either one or the other.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Fast and Furious 10 moved from April 2023 to May 2023. Oh, okay.
The whole 1 month difference. Yep.
Legally Blonde was removed from the release slate. It was originally in May. I bet that's going to streaming.
I wouldn't be shocked either.
And Deepwater is off the release schedule. Now will be on Hulu only. Yeah. I think Disney has a real hard time with those adult films, and that one had, I don't know, like an intimate sexual undertones to it, and I can't imagine Disney is like, yeah, we can distribute this.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially after Ben Affleck took a dump on theatrical. He's on my shit list.
Did he?
Yeah. He said, I don't see why there needs to be movies in theaters anymore.
Well,
Well,
I don't see why there needs to be alcoholic actors anymore either.
Oh, boom, got him.
Yeah.
Also, poor Ken, his hero,
Boom
I know.
roasted.
his lookalike.
That's why we got a younger
See,
Batman.
you see it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so those were fun. Not, but let's talk about positive stuff like Spider-Man, just completely crushing it and probably gonna blow our expectations.
I don't know. It seems really front loaded.
Anything that opens to 50 million on a Thursday night opening is front-loaded, technically.
The only two that are higher than that are Avengers Endgame and The Force Awakens. So maybe that comp for Avengers Endgame wasn't
third
far
biggest
off.
all time, biggest for Sony, biggest in pretty much every country.
The one that got me was the UK, where it beat James Bond films.
It beat everything.
Yeah.
It was number one all time.
I know, that's what I'm
UK
saying.
opening.
It was number one all time, but it beat James Bond
Yeah,
in
but
England.
he is British. He has an accent. Yeah.
I don't even know who was living there that he got that accent from.
He's never been outside the country, so he doesn't know.
Hey, governor. I'm Spider-Man, yeah?
Now that's how you make money in the UK.
Check out this crazy stuff that shoots out of my hands, yo.
He makes his own sound
He
effects.
does.
It has to.
Okay, so I guess Cody, we're gonna be raw, and this probably is gonna make 150 million domestically. Like I'm leaning
You
towards
think,
that now.
You think it's
Yeah.
going to make 150?
I mean, I don't know.
150 if every theater in the country is closed on Sunday.
So some are projecting it to be that 200 millions. Do you think that's really gonna?
It's in the cards. I mean,
It's more in the cards now than it was weeks ago. That's for sure.
it's more in the cards than it was yesterday at the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw pre-sales, but we didn't see that.
Yeah, I just am blown away. Like even I was in the know-how about how much hype there was, and I still did not anticipate this at
Yeah.
all. It's wild.
Maybe I just subconsciously didn't want it to be this successful because it just means a lot of work for me.
I mean, it's not like you're the biggest Spider-Man fan
Yeah.
either, so you're probably like, who actually likes
I know,
Spider-Man?
I'm like,
when
who's
it's like
going to this?
everyone.
I think we had this conversation now. We're after being embroiled in this last 18 months, I don't know if I'm the biggest movie fan anymore. I mean, is this going to play in theaters? Is it going to make money? Are the first two questions I ask when I'm
Yeah.
looking at anything on screen.
I know
don't-
it's
you're
ruined
thir-
us from
you're-
the joy of just being entertained.
Oh, that's cool.
Your third question isn't even, is it fun?
Yeah.
Did it make you smile?
Is this bankable?
Yeah. And way down the list is, am I going to see it?
What's
Question mark?
third question? What's the theatrical window?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with who's in the film, what it is. Is this going to make money? Is it in theaters only? And what's my window?
And what's my window?
Because we got that surprise from Disney this week.
I think that Encanto might be available on Disney Plus
Now?
Christmas Day.
on
Or
Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
Oh.
Yep, and Ron's Gone Wrong went there in a surprise yesterday or 2 days ago on the 15th.
That's the problem is that you don't get a heads up from these studios when they're if it's not day and date on the day it opens, you don't get a real heads up on when it's on streaming. So
Well, it hasn't even been 45 days yet, right? Are they even...
No,
No.
it's 30 days.
Oh,
24th,
for
24th
Disney?
to the 24th.
Yeah.
No, it's not announced. We didn't get some
Right.
sort of grand, oh, by the way, we're going to do this, give you a 30-day window on our first animated film since
we're
Raya.
just seeing
Yeah.
ads for it, and it's frustrating.
That is very frustrating.
Because then they'll pressure you to hold these things, and it's like, well, why? If it's on your streaming, why do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Because money,
this
that's
is,
why.
This is feeling it out. This is getting new processes in place to cover it, but it's hard. Especially if I don't want to be a trader and don't want the subscription service so I can check to see when it is.
No, I
It's
told
tough.
somebody at Disney it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They had no idea.
On Ron?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
They had no Disney, and they don't get a Disney Plus subscription.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, but
that's
just
extra.
like they don't get a parks pass either.
Yeah.
I always thought that was so
Jeez.
cheap.
No,
like,
no parking even for these guys.
no.
But it's great to work there. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Poor guys.
So we'll go into your fantastic hot take and the bet you made towards the end of this
Okay.
little
We'll
podcast.
wrap it up
ditty
with
today.
that.
I think so.
Okay.
So what's your program for this week other
Well-
than getting Spider-Man as many showtimes as possible?
It's getting Spider-Man as many showtimes as possible.
You heard
and
it right from
Unfortunately,
Thank you,
that
Cody.
means
right from the horse's mouth.
I have locations that is say like 6 screens and 4, maybe 5 screens are playing Spider-Man, at least in these from the 17th through the 21st. And then, you're bringing in Sing and Matrix and Kingsman. And I am doing that everywhere. You can't tell a studio, sorry, I'm not playing you at Christmas
And-
and not expect repercussions down the road.
And now Jordan and American Underdog.
Jordan and American Underdog
we
are
have
really
5
getting the shaft,
We have
though.
5. I mean, major
Yeah.
releases.
Those are the ones, although I'm giving probably more to Lionsgate because Sony has so many screens dedicated to Spider-Man. I know they're separate films, Sony, and I know that Ghostbusters still has life left in it, and Spider-Man's great, and it's this own little universe. And then Journal for Jordan, there's a lot of
Spider-Man is the moon
interest.
and the stars right now, Cody.
Right.
Don't even say.
I get where they're
Ghostbusters.
coming
Don't even
from,
say that
but-
in this conversation.
Ghost-
Get out of here,
Ghostbusters is dead for
What was Ghostbusters opening weekend?
no. Just let me finish.
Okay.
Ghostbusters
dead to me.
is dead for Spider-Man. It's just going to be the way it is. I know come Monday they're going to be like, "Oh, we really want you to hold this." No, it's not being held. And then the Journal for Jordan, I just can't, give up a Spider-Man screen on Christmas Day, one of the biggest movie-going days of the year, to open Journal for Jordan. It's just not happening. And I can't convince anybody to give up known good butts and seats showtimes for that. And that's been the trickiest part because it's hard to tell Sony, hey, I know they're 2 separate films, but you have 5 screens already. Because they're like, do you really need 5 Spider-Man screens? Can't you just put 1 Journal for Jordan screen in? And I have exhibitors being like, nope, not doing it. So that's been a really hard challenge this time. Everything else is getting in because you got to give each studio their screen, but this one is the biggest challenge.
Everyone has a selling point. Even, I mean, Kingsman is just keep Disney off your back.
Yeah.
But Warner Brothers has a known commodity with Matrix,
And it's tracking the second highest behind Spider-Man.
and Sing 2 is PG animated, which we have to have.
Oh, absolutely! It could be tracking a 0, and then it would still open at like $30 million
and then
at
we
Christmas.
have a football faith-based movie that just sneaks in there, but
Plays in the
Lionsgate
heartland.
doesn't have anything, and we are going to need John Wick now.
And Moonfall.
And
or Moon, whatever
Crash.
it is. Moon Crash. End of the world with the moon.
I think
film.
it is Moonfall.
Lunar Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Watch out!
It's coming for us.
It's not really that big, is it?
We'll get a big
I
enough,
can dodge that.
We'll get a big enough booster and we'll dodge the right.
I know. Where's Bruce Willis when we need him?
Can't blow up the moon.
Split it in half. You don't have to blow it up. You just have to split it in half, so it goes around the Earth.
Oh, we need like 5 drill teams. We need 5 Bruce Willises to get that accomplished.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's just tight, and that one looks really good, but it's rated R, Journal for Jordan, and it's a tearjerker. Nobody wants to cry on Christmas. That should be a number 1 rule. Is my movie going to make people cry on Christmas? Probably shouldn't go on Christmas then. I don't think anybody wants to cry.
That's number 3 in the list of things that we're asking about each movie.
It's like don't show super violent, rapey movies and no crying movies.
Yeah.
No children can die.
And no children can die movies
Okay.
at Christmas.
Part of Cody's no-no list.
Yeah, these are no-nos.
There you have it, folks.
And no animals can die in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you
After
can't have that.
It's fine.
It's
But
fine.
it's the first 5 minutes is the
it's
deciding
fine.
factor.
It's fine as long as it was a heroic sacrifice.
Or it's not a dog at any point. You can't kill a dog.
Yeah, not a jog, and it was a heroic sacrifice. That's probably okay.
All right. So let's get into our known quantities, as you put them,
What do you mean?
with West Side Story and Spider-Man. Kyle's going to tell us
Oh,
what the what is.
okay. Let's hurry up and get
I
West
was-
Side Story out.
I was with you, Ken.
I was not with you.
I-
You mean our reviews? Okay, you saw West Side Story.
our known quantities.
How
our
was it?
theater's opening. Big ol' bag of shh.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep this one short because no one went out to see West Side Story, but it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
To me, it almost rivals the original movie. I think Spielberg has done some of his best directing here in the last, 5 years or so. Like, this is probably very high on my personal list of Spielberg movies, and he was just able to capture the essence that was the original movie, but I felt like he was able to make it more grounded and not as kind of goofy when it comes to, gangsters like dancing and fighting each other. Like, he was able to keep it a bit more grounded and gritty, but he still was able to bring that magical levity that comes with the type of story and the music that is surrounding it. And was able to make it a bit more modern in some ways, but still was able to keep in touch with the time period that it was set in. And I wish more people went out to see it because it's really is like one of my favorites of the year, probably.
Whoa.
Oh.
Strong praise.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people were saying, was that it's not, even though it's a musical, it's not like Cats or some of these other ones where
it's
it just
terrible?
was so bad that, yeah, this one was actually good. It's just, I don't,
Good? Question mark?
I just don't think there's really an audience for that anymore.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. This year has taught me anything is that people say they like musicals, but they really don't. They just like Hamilton.
Yeah. For some reason.
I have always liked musicals. I love Hamilton, when it's like, no, you don't. It's okay. You don't have to lie to us.
Yeah.
No one wants to go out and see musicals, but it's a shame because there were some good ones this year, like In the Heights and West Side Story, and
Well, they
just didn't happen.
Well, they took a bunch of that SVOG money, so people better like them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll take it back.
Yeah.
We'll go for a third round.
We need it. Well, not after Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was
Can't.
gonna say after we had a $100 million opening
What?
weekend film.
What?
We adjusted. We started to agree
Yeah.
after the ticket sales, but
Right.
After it was
we saw.
too late.
Pretty much. I think I had a whole conversation with Kyle about just taking my punishment early because I was like, oh, I better just watch it preemptively.
That's not how this works.
And that's not what
No.
Kyle said. He said it's not how it works. You have to wait till after it doesn't count. So I'm like, great.
Yeah, we have to
just
make sure.
prolonging the
Like,
inevitable.
Cody, we just went through a pandemic. You don't know what could have come up between you giving up and the next day.
yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's very fast, this thing called life.
We take it a quarter mile at a time.
Right.
So-
Okay, so we want to talk about Spider-Man
So
now?
Kyle saw Spider-Man last night,
Yeah.
and I got the lowdown on all the spoilers. So I am right there with you.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
like I saw it myself without having to see it and actually cry.
Exactly the same thing.
Actually cry.
The movie was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I think I just mostly enjoyed was getting to have that crowded theater experience of people, gasping at all the reveals and all of the Spider-Man Easter eggs and all of the fun moments that come into these superhero movies. And
You weren't worried about COVID. You weren't like, I can't really laugh or enjoy myself because I don't want to be so close to somebody else. Like, it was just way more normal experience.
It did feel normal in the moment. Luckily for me, I was in like the very far back corner because I was the last seat we could get. But honestly, it kind of made it perfect because I was away from everyone and I was even more at ease than I probably would be before. So, and also no one is caring about COVID anymore. Like
Right.
there was no one with a mask, which is optional in our area, but no one cares
Right.
anymore.
But I think that adds to it a little bit. Like, it normalizes the experience a little bit more. So.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it felt like overall. And that's what these movies are here for, is just to have that really great theatrical experience. As for the movie itself, I was entertained and I liked it. I thought that, the multiverse thing, being a play for this movie was kind of a bit strange, but I think it works out, especially towards the final act of the movie where, again, spoilers, but all of the Spider-Men are, together. Toby, Andrew, and Tom, they're all in the movie, especially in the final act. And that was really like some of my favorite moments because they kind of got to make fun of each other's movies, each other's kind of tones with the movies, but also it was kind of learning experiences from each one of them that they were gaining from each other. And that's kind of what this movie was supposed to be, was Tom Holland's Spider-Man was, again, kind of learning like how to be a hero and having to take the lumps of, having to always get beaten up or not everything going your way.
Like 6 movies in.
Yeah, well, yes. A little bit of a repeat, I will admit, but it still was entertaining.
He fought freaking Thanos.
Yeah, but
He got snapped and then came back, but he's still learning.
He's figuring it out.
Yeah.
But hey, I still had enjoyment from it. The action was cool. The stuff involving all 3 Spider-Man was probably my favorite part. I wish there was kind of more in it throughout the movie. It's only in the final act, but
It's only in the final act?
yeah,
you
probably
have
the
to build up
last
to it.
Yeah, the last third of the movie. But the villains.
You can't just pop them on screen in the
Yeah.
first 5 minutes.
I kind of wish we could have.
Yeah,
but-
because That's the fun part. That's why you want to go see this movie.
Yeah, and that was the most fun I had with it.
At
I mean,
least two acts worth.
Seeing the villains in the first 2 acts was cool too. I mean, especially with Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin coming back. But again, it was just kind of coasting, just kind of waiting for the actual event part to happen. And then when it does, it's like, hey, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah. So, let me see. Any questions I want to ask before the big spoiler?
Before the
I think I already said it.
No. There.
Okay. Yeah, the ending of the movie.
Yeah. So, Ken, do you want to close your ears?
No, hit me.
Okay.
Let's go.
How did you tear up a little bit with the death?
Kyle doesn't tear up.
The
Kyle's
death.
a manly
I'm
man.
a real man.
It's the death of Aunt May. This is big.
There definitely wasn't a dry eye in the theater.
Yeah.
Because Tom Holland is so good at crying.
On camera.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I'm tearing up too, man. I wish you would wake up too, man. But yeah, that surprisingly worked for me.
I got some moisture in my eyeballs.
Yeah, just sweating.
Oh.
But yeah,
Where does that leave our hero then at the end of the movie?
In a very interesting place, and I think I kind of like it. So at the end of the movie, everything is just not working, and the multiverse is about to break apart. But then Peter decides, hey, Doctor Strange, like, you can fix this by having this entire world forget about not just me being Spider-Man, but me being Peter Parker. Like, wipe Peter Parker off the face of the earth, basically. And so Doctor Strange does that, causing everyone in the world to forget about Spider-Man and Peter Parker, basically. And so it kind of brings Peter Parker back to square one, even more so than from Homecoming, because now he's not able to get help from, like, Tony Stark's arsenal of suits anymore, and he has to, like, hand sew his own costume. And it was one that I kind of like, because as much as I liked him being a part of the MCU, it also kind of took away from this young superhero kind of learning the ropes and growing up, while at the same time he is fighting Thanos. And he
goes back to wrestling Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like the growth kind of doesn't quite work that well if he's dealing with Avengers level threats at the same time, but it's just possible that we could be getting that a little bit better now that he's technically in the MCU, but he's also not.
Right.
They
left
very
the door
interesting.
open to, say, recast him or take him in a new direction. But if we wanted to keep him around, then it's like a refreshing part of his story. Like,
yeah, I don't think
like a rebooting.
I don't think he's going to be recast anytime soon, but you're right. Like, it definitely is another soft reboot for Spider-Man in a way.
Yeah.
Well, it was unfortunate because Tobey Maguire is just too weird looking. Like, he just kept getting weirder and weirder with age.
When he first appeared, my first thought was, wow, he's old.
Who's Jake Gyllenhaal's stunt double? What is he doing here? I thought he got killed in the last one.
And I mean, he already looked old playing Spider-Man 20 years ago. Like, he looked like he was 50 playing a college student, and
or at least like late 20s.
No,
Yeah.
he looks like a mannequin. He looks like the guy.
And he wasn't in college; he was playing high school still.
in those movies, he was a college
You never
student.
saw them. Don't pretend like you saw them.
Wasn't he in high school?
No,
at
he
the
was getting
whole
engaged.
cafeteria.
He was getting engaged.
He graduated in the first movie.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
what I'm
college.
saying.
That was the first
from
one.
college.
Yeah,
That was the first one. He was getting engaged in the last one.
That was a really long time ago, and I don't care
Yeah.
about Spider-Man.
Okay, well, moving on then.
Moving on then. Sheesh. Anyway, that's my review. No, I'm kidding. No, it's definitely that
So do you
theater
think-
experience that
Do you think
is
audiences will keep going back? Like, is there enough in it that this for repeat viewings, or are we on the trend that we've seen since post-pandemic that it's not a lot of repeat viewings, or are we going to get back to that?
Did
with
they
this?
clap at the end? That's the most important part.
Oh, that's the best part.
Oh, they clapped at everything.
Of course they clapped. That is the best part.
And even I, at some points, was like, "Calm down, guys. Like, not everything
You
needs
can't
to
clap
be."
at a movie theater. Nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
You're clapping for the guy vaping in the projection booth.
Good job, man.
At our theater, anyway.
Yeah,
You're clapping at the amazing performance. They feel it in their souls.
yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually gonna be optimistic and say there will be repeat viewings for this movie.
Nice. I mean, that doesn't help me. As long as the repeat viewings aren't opening weekend,
like,
we'll
"Yes,
be okay.
Crap.
Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy
What else do we have on
I have
tap before I bury Cody?
Hot date with Jimmy Stewart coming up. I can tell you that.
It's James.
I've been
On
corrected.
dates, call me James.
It's James Stewart.
Oh God.
She's already just cringing.
Okay,
She's like,
well,
no.
So,
Do we have anything else to go over, or can I?
we can talk. I just wanted to talk briefly about, because we forget after the pandemic that there are things of award seasons, and we are sort of
The important things in life.
Yeah, we're sort of in award seasons and nobody cares. And to really drive home the fact that nobody cares about awards anymore, the Golden Globe nominations were announced, and it was not even televised.
Oh yeah, no one knew.
No one knew. I was just
Like
oh.
normally I wake up and I hear about it immediately. Had no idea until like that afternoon.
And I have a feeling that nobody knew because there's not really any films on here that were in theaters. There's only a couple that I can recognize.
that aren't Spider-Man or
Yeah.
I don't know, Encanto.
Yeah. So we don't have to go through all the nominees. We do have a nomination checklist up on Silver Screen Insider.
Let's just go over all the movies that were nominated for Best Motion Picture in any category that made over $25 million.
Okay.
Dune. End of story.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's the one.
House of Gucci, Lady Gaga. She gets one.
That's not in. Where is that one?
Emma Stone.
Best
I said
Cruella.
movie. I said the movie.
Best
I know,
motion
but
Top
picture.
two
okay.
categories.
All right, but let's just kind of look through.
The top
There's
two categories.
House of Gucci and Cruella got a nomination
yeah.
for acting. I
Emma
was trying to prove you wrong here, but
Was Cruella a theatrical release?
yeah,
It
Sort
was.
of.
it was day and date.
Oh, it was day and date. Okay.
Remember
yeah,
it
Emma
went-
Stone
it was
got
the same-
nominated.
And then we're having
Same weekend as Quiet Place,
Encanto
all the way back in
and
May.
Raya. And somehow they let Luca in, even though it didn't play in theaters.
They let Luca in. Oh, but that's because it's streaming, and they're letting all these streaming ones.
Guys,
out of
it's
town.
also the Golden Globes. They
Get
don't
out
care.
of
They don't
town.
have rules.
They don't have rules. and
Best
that's-
director Kenneth Branagh. He didn't
Okay.
use color. He had all
I know.
at his disposal, and he didn't even
Ken,
use color.
that's why he got best director.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he
I
had
always
to go
get
the
I always
extra-
get confused
He
on
had to
that
go
part.
the extra step to
Yeah.
remove the color. That's
He had to remove the color. He had a guy on screen that's like, nope, that's too much gray. It's almost looking like a light blue.
At least there's some theatrical releases as compared to last year when
Right.
it was all streaming and it was depressing.
This is pretty depressing.
Well, I mean, but that's also the thing with award season. Like, it's just not
It's
gonna
better.
be the popcorn flick type
No.
movies that get nominated.
Any-
That's just the case.
But that's also why people don't care.
Well, yeah,
Very much why people don't care.
yeah.
I does not bode well for Academy Awards because the Golden Globes are kind of fun. Like that was the fun awards.
Yeah, that was where you threw the party.
Yeah, this is.
And then the Oscars is graduation day where you have to
Right.
kind of be respectful.
You have to be respectful.
Yeah,
You don't want to, but you have to.
yeah, exactly. And I don't know. Every year I think people care less and less about the Golden Globes
Yeah.
anyway.
I was just really shocked it wasn't on TV. Now, is the final award ceremony going to be on TV?
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure. I thought I heard that it wasn't going to be on TV.
really?
Yeah. Well, we'll have to.
That would be
We'll have to find out.
That would be pretty shocking because the just live events are the only thing that's making money as far as content going to
But
being
I think,
sold and
I think Golden Globes air
advertising.
on NBC.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
They
Yeah.
usually do, I think.
And there's not. I don't see a lot of Universal titles on here.
So they're like, that's it.
So, well, it could be part of it. I mean,
they're petty this year.
they're petty this year. I don't even see their Peacock
There was
represented anywhere.
There wasn't a lot of
That might be
Fast
in
and Furious-
television.
Fast
Might
and Furious
be.
films previously nominated. Cody,
Right.
not a lot of
Yeah,
Jurassic
come on.
Park nominations.
Well,
Best
This
musical
folk-
or comedy, you tell me F9 couldn't make the cut? Come on.
Well, Focus had quite a few
Well, Vin
films.
Diesel is
and-
making a musical about Fast and Furious, so
Oh,
That'd be cool.
I don't even know if you're joking or not.
he's taking
but
it to Broadway.
I could honestly imagine. And I kind of would want to see it.
I think it would be cool to see the cars come out on stage and like fake fire coming out the back and vroom, vroom, and then a song break out.
Well, clearly it would be someone dressed as a car, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Like
gonna be several
overalls,
people,
and then it would
like
be.
with the Lion
I
King, where
thought
there's
it
a
would be
guy
a
with
car-
a giraffe lifting the legs.
Yeah.
I thought it would be
It'll-
a car on a trailer that from stage right to
No.
stage left.
I
That
think it'll
sounds
be like
way too hard.
Three people all in black unitards, just one person on each corner, just running around really fast.
Yeah.
Or it's a light show and they have those like
Oh,
lights on them,
God.
so they crunch up like their wheels and they go and
Okay, are we ready to settle this?
let's see. Oh, we have some trailers to talk about.
Well, for you, it's just one trailer that you saw.
I saw Fantastic Beasts 3.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, Secrets of Dumbledore, and I liked it. I hate it. I just really like
Cody.
Jude Law. I know, but I like Jude Law in it. I'm like, damn, he's so good. Why does he have to be in this? So I do find it a little interesting, but yeah, it feels like a filler movie. It feels like it needs to end. The story needs to move along, and it's not, and it just kind of feels like a filler.
So they can start over.
Yeah.
So they can hire like real screenwriters and
didn't-
make an adjacent film.
There is a real screenwriter who wrote some of the previous Harry Potter movies in this, and not J.K. Rowling. So
Hopefully,
fingers crossed that that's better. But I also don't care, and this movie will make money anyway. So
Right. But I thought the trailer was decent, and it should.
it was
play-
fine. Yeah,
You
it was a
say
good
that,
trailer.
but the number 2 Fantastic Beasts did not make money.
No, I know.
It was a major.
I really
bomb.
feel
Yeah.
like J.K. Rowling, with her lack of screenwriting ability, ruined
I hope-
this franchise
I hope
from the
it does.
beginning.
I hope number 3 does make money
don't-
because number 2 was
I don't think it was Johnny Depp casting. I really think it was J.K. Rowling
Number
just
2
making
was
a
an
mindless,
an
dumb
incredible
plot.
flop
Yeah.
because we had 10
Oh my gosh, that
10
was
Harry
bad.
Potter or 9 Harry Potter movies at that point
Yeah.
from their universe that had made money for everybody every Thanksgiving, every Christmas
Yeah.
for a decade. You dropped this turd on us.
It was a turd. The
It
second
was.
one
we
was
had a
bad.
good thing going.
It was.
and then you
I
ruined
mean, it was.
it.
Yeah.
It was copy and paste.
Yep.
Yeah,
She took the one nice little romance between.
Oh, let's not get
Queenie
into
and the
specifics.
Muggle.
yeah.
She
It's,
broke
it's
'em up.
Cody. It's
Hate
fine.
it.
We
It's
don't
fine.
need the specifics. Oh my god.
It's wands and wizards. It's okay.
Nobody saw it.
You're right.
I just want to highlight the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent trailer because
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Is it?
Oh
That's
my
one I
God.
wanted to watch and I didn't get to. So how was it? Is
It's
what's his name?
Nicolas Cage?
Thank you.
it's everything you want it to be.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything you want it to be.
It-
I honestly don't know if it's going to be doing well in theaters.
I don't
I
know
hope
if
it
it's-
does.
I don't know if it's going to do horrible or bad. It's not going to do well.
Yeah, I
But
don't-
for everybody that grew up with Nicolas Cage, like this is going to it's going to be such a good piece of cinema.
Yeah,
he get-
it's gonna feel good. Like
No, of
everyone's
course-
gonna be able to like smile together. You know, everyone's in on the joke now.
No, he won an Academy Award for guarding Tess, and that's it. He hasn't done anything else.
I was
of-
just wondering if
of
maybe he got.
cinematic importance.
I just was wondering if maybe he got nominated for a Golden Globe for Pig because there was a lot of awards chatter coming out of his
He is
performance.
fantastic in Pig.
Yeah.
Pig was a great movie. But no,
guess not.
because the awards season is always
Because
dumb. and they
Javier
never
Bardem
don't
and
stand.
being the Ricardos. Stole
well, it was new.
What was Swan Song? I don't
Oh,
know.
it's some Apple movie. I have no idea. Yeah, but you did see The Lost City though, and I
did.
I really dug that trailer.
I was
It was really fun.
when I saw the poster, I was like, Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. Like, I don't know if they have chemistry, and so I was kind of like, Then the trailer was really funny, but I still don't know if they have chemistry. But her and Brad Pitt, instant chemistry. I liked that
Yeah.
when he came in. I was like, oh yeah, Channing Tatum his character better be aware, like freaked out.
That's the one guy that could rival him.
Yeah.
It's
Best
like,
part of this
ooh.
trailer was Daniel Radcliffe playing an eccentric rich guy.
Oh my gosh, he
Yeah.
was such a good villain in it.
Yeah, he was hilarious too.
Well, it helps when he's an incredible actor, and then you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, go full Nicolas Cage, and he's like, okay,
Yeah.
do that.
I love it. Bring it on.
Yeah, I did like that.
He's a foot
seeing
shorter
him
than
as
everybody
villain.
else on
Yeah.
camera, which is amazing.
Yep.
It's like they were doing it, making it worse. If like from the trailer, you know
Yeah.
he's shorter than everybody else, but it's like they were putting everybody else on boxes to raise him up higher.
He
I
was
hope
pretty
I,
tiny.
I hope there's a scene where he can just intimidate Channing Tatum. I don't know how they would do it, but
Right.
just have Tatum be totally freaked out by this guy. I don't know. I have no idea how it would work, but this looks like a lot of fun. It's kind of that rom-com adventure movie that hasn't happened in
Oh
quite
my
some
gosh.
time.
No, it looked really good. I was like, I'm down for that one. That one, even though I don't think Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock have chemistry, I still think the movie and everything around it looked so fun.
Yeah.
And Daniel Radcliffe looked like a great villain, and
And this one comes out in March, I believe, so it's not too far away.
yeah. Then I didn't see The Bad Guys, which is an animated film.
Yeah, from Illumination. It's cute. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I guess. I don't know. I don't
We
really know
need
what else
as
to add
many
on.
of these as we can get.
I need so
Yeah.
many family films. And then I saw the Minions. It was like kind of like a teaser trailer. It was him on this little tricycle running through, and then you saw a few clips.
Okay.
Was it Minions or Gru or what was it?
Oh, Rise of Gru.
Okay,
It's Minions, Rise of Gru.
I gotcha.
I'm actually really excited for this because I like that idea of a little kid Gru and all of his minions.
Well, a
So.
little kid being naughty. That's
Yeah.
perfect sells.
Yeah.
For summer movie.
But naughty with a heart, because Gru always had a heart.
Yeah, exactly.
At a heart.
He was still compassionate.
Speaking
Just
of
naughty.
being compassionate, are you ready for this?
What?
So, what is Spider-Man going to do for the 3-day weekend? What is the number at right now,
Please.
Kyle? What do you think?
I will say 165.
He says 165. What do you think it's going to be, Cody? Do you think it's going to be higher or lower than that?
I can't believe I'm saying it's 165, but after my screening,
It's incredible.
see.
yeah, I
that's
think it's
huge.
going to happen.
They're thinking if you tie in Thursday to Friday, it's going to be $100 million Friday. Then I would think that half of that
Then comes
on
Saturday.
Saturday and then half again on Sunday. Just, if it just tapered off that much. So that's 150, 175. So I think more than Kyle's 165.
Okay, 175.
I can't believe I'm saying that.
I know, me too.
Okay, 175 is the over-under.
Yeah. Are you,
I'm going to take the over on 175. If you take the under, I'm willing to do double or nothing. So if Spider-Man goes under 175 million,
I can't believe it.
if it goes under,
this to me. I'm so
if Spider-Man goes under 175 million, you don't have to watch anything.
Okay.
If it goes over 175 million, which was your number, I didn't give you that number. You gave me that number. If it goes over 175 million, Jimmy Stewart movie of my choosing.
No,
Yes, that was the point of my choosing.
I can't do the Christmas Jimmy Stewart movie.
No, of my choosing, which was the original agreement.
Okay.
It was. I was there.
Yep.
Yep.
At whatever speed I choose to watch it at.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Slow
0.5, Jimmy
as
Stewart,
speed.
0.5 speed.
Just sounds like gargled marbles.
It already does.
And then a mindless 80s action movie, which I love. I've got a Rolodex of them that I
know
could
you
just
do.
peel them off. But if it goes under 175, you don't have to watch either. Either one.
Or I just have to watch
2 bad movies.
2 bad movies or
Yeah.
nothing, or just watch my one Christmas
So
Jimmy Stewart movie.
is her 175 number set? Can
It's
she
not-
change it?
No, you don't get to pick. You don't get to pick your Jimmy Stewart Christmas movie.
I'm just
It's a
saying,
Jimmy
is it
Stewart
set in
Christmas-
stone now? Is now
175. That's the
It
number.
was
175,
set-
okay.
set-
She
set
put that number
stone.
out
I was
there.
gonna say maybe it's not too late to
We're
bump it
we're
up. a
trying
bit
Trying to
more.
renege on the
We're
Christmas.
trying to create content here, Cody. Just say yes. Just say yes.
I'm hashing. This is a negotiation. I'm trying to find out if I can get one Christmas Jimmy Stewart movie, or if I have to.
No.
I hate gambling. This is so uncomfortable. I don't like the risk.
There's no risk. You already lost.
The risk is you watch movies. Heck, you could be
Really?
drinking during the movies. Like you could make it fun for yourself.
Yeah.
Still.
You know that Ken knows that I can't drink and not pay attention to the movie. That if something's on the screen, I'm like, ooh, shiny, and
You know
I
that-
just zero in on it.
You know that meme of John Travolta like walking through the house like lost? That's
Yeah.
what Cody looks like whenever there's something on a television in our house.
Yeah.
She just stand there and watches it from like a corner of the room, like a statue. She's like, "What is this?" And then we'll just sit and slowly like matriculate to the couch, and then sit on the arm, and then slide down to the seat.
Yeah.
And then she's there for however long the movie has left.
I can't.
It doesn't matter what it is, what terrible thing our children are watching, what horrible animation.
What
know.
Jimmy Stewart movie
I
it's
will-
on?
And then I will torture myself by trying to like dissect it. Like, what am I watching here? What is going on?
Hey.
Why is he doing this
Hey.
to me?
So you get to watch a wonderful 80s action movie and a Jimmy Stewart movie of my choosing.
Can I know what the wonderful 80s action movie is ahead of time? Can you give me 3 options so I just know the range of these 80s movies?
We're going to do, let's see, 3 biggest action stars. Arnold. So Predator.
Okay. I
Stands
think
to
I've
reason.
seen it. I think I've seen The Jungle Predator with Arnold.
Let's see. I could easily
I
go
might be mixing it
Rambo
up.
with Stallone, but I think I'm going to go Cobra.
I think we watched Rambo.
You know how awesome
Jungle
that
Rambo.
sounds.
What's Cobra?
You'll find out. If you
Yeah,
listen.
even I have no idea what that could be. Probably a Jungle Predator movie.
He's a cop named Marion Cobretti, and he keeps a match in his lip, and he always wears sunglasses even inside. It's awesome.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm trying to think outside the box here. Something that you really don't know. Let's just say any Chuck Norris movie.
But not Karate Kid.
Is Chuck Norris in
What?
Karate Kid?
Yeah. No.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
He gives the thumbs up,
With
right?
Ralph Macchio?
Doesn't he give the thumbs
You
up?
mean Dodgeball?
Oh, is it dodgeball?
Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh, that was awesome.
Say yes, or I get to pick the Jimmy Stewart movie out.
That's right.
5,
Ben, okay.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, yes, I'll try.
All right.
There we go.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Off the Break podcast. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We will not be having a podcast next week.
No, it's Christmas Eve.
Yep. So everyone go enjoy your holiday. But if you need help when it comes to advertising all of the movies that are coming out during the Christmas season, check out silverscreeninsider.com, where we have all of the marketing assets from all of the wide releases coming this holiday season for you to be able to use on your social media channels.
Oh, and we won't be having a podcast the next week because it's New Year's Eve.
We'll talk about it.
We'll figure that out.
You guys want to podcast it on New Year's Eve?
We got to wrap up the year. Can't take 2 straight weeks off. Leave these
The
people.
people
Champagne
need us.
podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the listeners can join us.
Maybe we'll have a countdown, a podcast countdown. We'll live stream it.
That's what they're asking
They're
for.
just
Because
wanna
Kyle
see
wants
us.
to hang out with us after 5 o'clock ever.
Bring your girlfriend, and we can have our boys there.
Look at the time. We have to wrap up
All
the
right.
show.
Happy Spider-Man weekend, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.